What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, man? Um, go try this again, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, the audio and everything working. If not, I just go live on the stream yard. It seems like even though it's more clear when I do it this way, it seems to be, you know what I'm saying? I get more consistency on the stream yard. Um, again, this live is is a a response live to the reactions that I received from a reaction that I did on multiple platforms from a post that I saw on TikTok from a gentleman who had did an interview, you know, and one of the segments of his interview discussed why there are no Crips and Bloods in the city of Oakland, California. Which I'm from. I'm from West Oakland, grew up in Ghostin. You know what I'm saying? This individual in question, you know what I'm saying? He's from East Oakland, from Brookfield. So he was giving this take. I presume he's older than me, been around longer than me, got some wisdom on that. And um, if you follow me, my Instagram and my platforms, then you see what I posted, you know what I mean? And a lot of people responded to it. The reason why I'm doing this response is because there are people who felt like because the brother used language, you know what I'm saying, uh, perceived it as he was glorifying the violence, you know what I'm saying, like he was happy about, you know what I'm saying, Oakland being violent as fucking whatnot, this, that, and the third. You know, easily there, that easily misreading the entire purpose behind the whole subject. The subject matter is not for the purpose of glorifying violence or death of any sort. You know what I mean? There are salute to my brother. I need the audience to let me know if they're having any issues hearing. How to get this message, man. You know, we're not glorifying. We don't glorify violence. We're not, especially when you get our age. We're not glorifying the negativity. The purpose matter of it is that Oakland is the home of the Black Panthers, man. The Bay Area is as a whole. After the Panthers, if you know the history, inspired a whole lot of different groups that came up after. Crips, Bloods, a plethora of gangs and organizations came about as a result of inspiration for the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these gangs that people represent in their infancy, you know what I'm saying, was created for the purpose of protecting the neighborhood, protecting their community. That's what the purpose was, which is the hallmark of the Black Panthers, right? Um, when Crippin' and Blood came about, wildfire all over the place. One of the places, of course, us being in California and the Bay being what it is, you know what I'm saying? The Bay Area would be a place where people will want to come and recruit. But however, because we're the home of the Panthers and have our own structure, 415, Kumi, BGF, 415 Wrecking Crew, structures that were around at that time, you know what I'm saying? We pushed the hard line on anything. Not that we were against Crips or Bloods, but we are against anybody coming spreading their affiliations into our zone because we got our own politics, period. You know what I'm saying? The Bay, like we pride ourselves on our independence all the way around the board. We feel like we don't need nobody for nothing. We got everything we need right here. That's our mentality. So we push the hard line on that. it's safe to say at this point that we were the first region and probably the only region that stayed pure from that, from then to now, right? So that was the point of that interview that OG was giving. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go into the detail that I'm giving. You know what I'm saying? He gave him more street, you know what I'm saying, response to it. You know what I'm saying? But I did a reaction to it after that and added emphasis to it. You know what I'm saying? And people came out of the woodworks talking about we glorifying the Bible. We're not glorifying shit. Can y'all? I want to ask y'all something. Can you imagine if you've been to the Bay Area? Can you imagine Oakland alone? Because the topic is about Oakland. Can you imagine Oakland having 415 Kumi, BGF, Nutcase, Baby Case, uh, ENT, Border Brothers, Northaniels, Serranios, OJCs, all that, and in addition to Crips and Bloods in Oakland, in that small ass city. In addition to all that, can you imagine? You think Oakland is crazy now? Imagine how much more crazy would it be had we had allowed that. Can you imagine that? No. So you would think that people would be grateful that out of all the things that we got wrong, we got that part right. And we take pride on that. We don't take pride on the violence. No, we ain't glorifying black on black. No. You know what I'm saying? You know, pro discipline, but anti, you know what I mean? You know, I used to be PAV. I ain't gonna lie, promote all violence. I come from that movement. I'm an '80s baby. I come from that movement, but at this age, day, and time, you know what I'm saying? I see the error in it. You know what I'm saying? So my platform movement is, you know, I'm about peaceful dialogue. I'm about peaceful discourse. You know what I'm saying? If I'm, you know, we prevent violence. You know what I'm saying? If it can be prevented, and most of the times it can, if cooler heads prevail. You know what I'm saying? I want people to learn how to listen, hear somebody out before you just hop on there and just, man, I'm talking about it. I didn't take it personal as y'all talking about because I know y'all wouldn't respond to them. Y'all was responding to that brother. You know what I'm saying? For one, that brother has a right to say what the hell he want to say. Just like you got a right to get on the internet and say all kind of reckless shit to an individual you don't know. You don't know what his history is. You don't know what effects what may have had that caused him to respond that way. But yet, your ass probably ain't never been through shit. Want to hop on the internet, you know what I'm saying? Nameless and faceless, and have all kind of shit to say. This is something that you can learn from. We got a younger generation that's suffering right now, man. I'm talking about that's knocking each other down at a faster rate than my generation was. You know what I'm saying? We have to do something, man, to change that. The change that narrative. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that ain't just for the Bay Area. That's for the world. That's for the world over. That's for all communities of the United States of America. You know what I'm saying? We have to learn to do something different. But it starts with listening. You know what I'm saying? You have to listen and understand something. Don't listen to respond, listen to understand. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't if telling you, if you ain't trying to understand, I sat I've sat in education, man, for 26 years of my life. I'm saying this as a dude who was captured at the age of 20. I was 5 months into my 20th birthday, 20th year on this earth when I was captured. Sentenced 13 days after my 22nd birthday on a fucking Friday the 13th at that. A rainy, storming ass Friday the 13th. That's how I knew I was about to get watched that day. I said, whoa, boy, it's pouring down raining, nigga. Like, well, I'm telling you, that bus ride was crazy that morning. I said, yeah, nah, you I didn't expect to get all that, but it just didn't feel good. But in any event, in hindsight, 26 years later, on one sentence, been down by 6 years longer than I've ever spent free in society. Ain't nothing cool about that. I don't glorify it. Most of my family that passed on. I lost a lot in here that I can never recoup. I can get out and become a billionaire. I still can't recoup them losses though. I can't enjoy the people who I would want to. I'm no different than you. I get $1 million. The first thing I want to do is buy my mama a house and I want to buy my mama a castle, man. Period. That's the first thing I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm no different than you. You know what I'm saying? But if I can't do that. The best thing I can do, touching down, man, is give my parents a proper burial site so I can let them rest in peace and honor. That's what my goal is right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you talk about glorification. Ain't no glorifying this shit. This shit ain't nothing to glorify, man. I can never glorify this shit, bro. Not me. That ain't what the ghost regime is about. If you notice on the GR network, man, we don't do no internet detective shit. Who that Rico shit and who on trial? Man, look, free Lord Dirk, man. That's what I'm gonna say on this network. Free Lord Dirk, man. Long live King Von. Long live all the fallen soldiers in Chirac, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I ain't trying to. I'm anti-incarceration. You know what I mean? If we gonna be about incarceration, we need to start from one with Donald Trump getting locked up. That man got 34 felonies. What the fuck is he doing in the White House? When I won felony, they told me I can never vote again or even possess a gun. But this man get to control the niggas with guns. He get to carry the football and push a button to go blow up a whole nother motherfucking country off the map, not in existence. I think not. Your government has no credibility with me, man. Period. You know what I'm saying? You lost me with that one. All you voters who voted him in office, you lost me. You can never play that righteous card with me no more. No. But I'm not leaving the plight of my righteousness or morality at the mercy of your interpretation of what that is. I don't live by your code. I never live by a code. I don't live by the street code or La Cosa Nostra mob code. Nigga, Michael Scarby has always lived by his own fucking code. My own code. My own code is the reason why I'm here talking to you right now. Period. You know what I'm saying? Even as a politician under structure, a part of structure. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the follower type. Ask anybody who knows me. You know what I'm saying? You can't lead nobody. You can't lead yourself first in that. And that's the one thing that I learned. One of the first things I learned when I started to wake up is that I didn't know shit. I was always told that I was a knowledgeable individual, but the difference between knowledge and intelligence is the ability to apply what you know. You know what I'm saying? I was very ignorant. And how do I phrase it? I was a knowledgeable idiot. I was very knowledgeable, but I wasn't intelligent. You know what I'm saying? You know, I learned to point them arrows inward. You know what I mean? Self accountability. So, to my point and how that ties in and resonate, I hope y'all following me here. You know what I'm saying? Because the point here is to point out the fact that we're not glorifying violence, man. I'm not. That's not the point. I need people to hear individuals out. When we talk about history in the Bay, you know what I'm saying? When we talk about history, it's time for people who don't know that much to start paying attention. We got a lot of youngsters who don't know too much. And even more problematic is we got a lot of older motherfuckers older than these youngsters that's too dumb themselves to teach them anything, but they always got something to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm no different than y'all. I was one of those individuals, but you know what I did? I re-educated myself. I understood that the shit that I thought I knew, was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Things that I thought I knew was bullshit. You know what I mean? So I replaced that ignorance with knowledge, man, with things that was fruitful. Hold on real quick, y'all. Let me let these pigs walk by. You know what I'm saying? Um, I had to replace that, man. I had to put that work in. It's an arduous process. It takes time, man. You know what I mean? But somebody, if you don't do it, it ain't gonna get done. You know what I'm saying? And you might want to start doing it, man, before you get put in a situation where you don't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? When you in a fast lane, you either go reach your destination. It's a few different choices. You go reach your destination, because you go learn to drive right while you in the traffic. You go wreck. You know what I'm saying? You know, you go die. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying, like pretty much what I'm saying is you gonna get better, you gonna get worse. All of that depends on you. It ain't circumstances around you. Ain't like I never looked at myself as a victim of circumstances. I was a victim of my own blunders. If we being completely honest with ourselves, you know what I'm saying? You know that victim of circumstance shit don't resonate with me, man. You know what I'm saying? You're a victim of your own blunders. I was a victim of my own blunders. You know what I'm saying? And I rectified that. When you point fingers at everybody, when you blame everybody for your faults, you giving them a power. You saying like, on the one hand, you want to be this don, you want to be this mafioso motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You want to be this nigga that everybody look at as this top tier cream of the crop ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when it comes to your bullshit, when it comes to your faults, you want to say it's their fault, it's their fault. Is what about you? You know, I damn near caused myself to have a stroke when I first started in my sentence, because I was so pissed off all the time. It damn near like my blood pressure was through the roof because I was mad all the time. Woke up mad, went to sleep mad all the time, all the fucking time. Wasn't talking to nobody. I went like damn near 6, 7 years. I didn't talk to nobody outside the walls. Nobody outside the walls. I was just in here pissed off, mad at the fucking world, right? Because when you mad, you know what I'm saying, you get these scenes and these visions in your head of everything that you mad at. The nigga that snitched on me. They didn't put no money on my books. They didn't knock them niggas down. They didn't do this. They didn't do that, right? But when you looking through those scenes, right, it was just one figure and all of those pictures that I was thinking about that I couldn't put a face to. But one at one time I had drove myself so fucking crazy that I had to be hospitalized. And then the medical people was like, you know what? It's nothing physically wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? It's something wrong with you on the internal. You got to figure out. You know what I'm saying? You know, and this nurse, you know, you always get that one nurse. You know what I'm saying? This mama like to you. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got to get right with God. Well, in her case, you got to get right with Jesus and your higher calling or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And figure out what's wrong. And this, I really started to do that this time, right? And that's when it dawned on every fucking thing I was mad at, and all those that figure in all those pictures that I couldn't put a face to. You know who it was? Me. Everybody I was mad at, it was one common denominator in all of those. Me. I chose to fuck with all of those niggas. The niggas that told on me, I chose to fuck with those niggas. The so-called pilots, I chose to fuck with those niggas. The streets, I chose to run the streets. Didn't nobody make me do shit. Even if you thought you could whoop my ass, you couldn't make me do nothing. Everything I chose to do, I chose to be there. Whether I did the crime or not, I chose to live the fucking lifestyle that put me in them circumstances. I watched multiple niggas get washed up for shit that they did or didn't do, or whatever the case was. They put themselves there. I had to accept that. I had to swallow that same pill, right? You know what I'm saying? And it was at that point, that's when shit started to change for me. I started to change everything that I was mad at about me. Because I realized that myself, I just too blind to understand that. I got totally accountable for my actions, nigga. I cut a lot of niggas off. Family, blood, I trimmed the fat. It was a process. It still is a process. You know what I'm saying? You know, but it came about strict accountability, self accountability. Because when you doing them times, all of that shit that you blame, and I situation, right? Well, that and I can use a lot of different examples of people who blame external circumstances that they chose to get into on everybody but themselves. Let me tell you something. No, 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 no. I was using Carmelo Anthony is the wrong example to use. Last night on the Ghost Regime Network with Keith Sherman, we was talking about how rap music affected people, and it was asked that how many people used to say they committed a crime because they listened to Tupac or because they listened to Lil Durk or King Von or whoever it was. I'm a I'm gonna rewind the example. I'm gonna rewind the same truth now that I said then from experience. When I was locked up, about a month into my incarceration, you know what I'm saying? The police tried to run a trick on me and had me removed from the county jail to the North County under the notion of a field lineup, which actually turned out to be another attempted interrogation. You know what I'm saying? For a new case that they was trying to put on me. You know what I'm saying? For the second case that I was tried with. And during that process, while I was there, it was also a rules to get me away from my cell because one of my former associates had told the police, amongst other shit, that I was a rapper, which was a half truth because I was never a rapper in the sense where I was a writer. I've always wrote raps. I was one of them cats in the hood that write a lot of raps and let motherfolks on the block hear what I wrote, etc., etc. But I was until recently, I never in my life prior to being incarcerated, I never was a studio artist. I recorded one time in the studio like environment, and that was with Keith the Sneak and my partner Scoop. Rest in peace to Scoop, Big Scoop. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I've never been a recording artist. No, but in any event, they use that as a disguise to get a search warrant, come hit my jail. 15 to 20 songs that I wrote while locked down. The other half I had my mama send to me from raps that I didn't finish at home. Anyway, come trial, they use my lyrics against me. And I can tell you now because I've done the time already. In all honesty, nothing in my raps had anything to do with why I'm incarcerated. I wasn't rapping about nothing that I'm locked up for. Nothing that I can none of that. You know what I'm saying? They use shit against me. I'm on trial for murders. I'm rapping about murders. You know what I'm saying? It was it was the perfect alley oop. You know what I'm saying? That the judge can give a district attorney to watch a nigga, and these lyrics played a role in my conviction. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward, how that resonate now. So when niggas talk about X, Y, and Z artists, which is influenced me to do so and so, I'm gonna tell you something. Sibo and Yuck Mouth, my two favorite rappers. Top two. I love Pac, I love E40 Show and all them. But Bo and Yuck is my two favorite, period. You know what I'm saying? Them the niggas I grew up to listening to the most. Regime, everything is regime, you know what I'm saying? Mafia, West Coast Mafia out. I'm all in, right? If I was the type of dumb nigga to say listen to Bo or somebody, or I was listening to Enemy of the State, and it made me want to go shoot the cop just like Bo did, how far you think that would have got me? In the same fucking predicament that I'm in. The point I'm getting at is that it don't matter who the fuck you blame, man. It ain't gonna matter. You gonna do that fucking time regardless of whoever told you to do what. We talking about all these influences. Who influenced who to do what, man? Check this out, man. Look, if rap music wasn't here, before rap music, it was something else. And it was the circumstances of the ghetto that was encouraging motherfuckers to commit crimes. You know what I'm saying? How many people talk about peer pressure? You know what I'm saying? When before all of this, if a black boy was walking, just accidentally walked through a white neighborhood, and everybody on that block that was white was ridiculing, ready to lynch that. I'm just saying, peer pressure, right? You know what I'm saying? You follow where I'm coming from on this? There's always some kind of voice in your head encourages you to do something. It's up to you to react on it, how you want to react on it. I'm just telling you to be self-accountable, because all the excuses in the world ain't gonna make a fucking difference when you face them people, man. They gonna lock your ass up regardless of whoever you want to blame. So don't blame Lil Durk for the bullshit that you do. Don't blame King Von. Don't blame none of these. Don't blame none of these real. Don't blame nobody but yourself for the shit that you choose to do. I'm talking to you youngsters. I'm telling you, it ain't gonna mean nothing. It ain't gonna get you out of shit. It ain't gonna stop nothing. Nothing, not a motherfucking thing. It ain't gonna stop nothing. You know what I'm saying? All these niggas glorifying all this shit, man. Nigga, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, as a nigga who done lost everything, nigga was a young nigga like you. A lot of you niggas is dying before y'all even reach 20. I know some of y'all like the most of the drill rappers didn't die, man. They was between like 12 and most of them weren't even 20 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? Barely 21 years old. You know what I'm saying? You know, my generation, practically. So basically, I'm one of y'all. I'm just the older version of one of you niggas. Because, you know, by the grace of Allah, I'm still here to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? To live through it so I can give you this message, man. Wake the fuck up, man. You know what I'm saying? Have the audacity to aspire for more in life, man, than what you doing, man. Because I'm telling you, the shit that you drilling about, the shit that you beefing about, huh, once you get locked up, if you survive, if you don't get killed, and you get locked up, you get a stretch like I had 5 or 10 years into that sentence, or even shorter. It ain't gonna it ain't gonna mean a motherfucking thing. And a lot of them niggas that's hard on each other's neck out there on the street, I guarantee you they politicking with each other in prison. You ever wonder why niggas that beef so bars they selling up with each other and they cool with each other behind the bars? Why? Because it's a whole different set of politics once you get in there. That street shit is out. And here, nigga, you black or you're a part of this cadre. You know what I'm saying? You're part of this circle, nigga. You gonna leave that shit out there, man. And here, man, we all we got. You know what I'm saying? So what that does, that get cats enough time to think. Cooler heads prevail. Damn, man, I was tweaking, bro. As they say nowadays, I was tweaking. I was tripping, as we say. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Some niggas get past it. Some niggas just fake it till they make it, till they get back, or whatever it is, though. But I tell you one thing, they ain't on that shit when they locked up. So if you ain't gonna be on it all the time, man, I mean, I'm just saying, learn a lesson from that. You don't have to come to jail to learn. You can learn it now from listening. Then sit your ass down somewhere and really thinking about all the shit there that set you backwards, man. And ask yourself, how really important is it? Is any of that shit more important than your mama? More important than your sister? More important than your grandmama? More important than your kids? Is it more important than you? I ain't gonna lie, I put my politics before me, man. You know what I mean? You know, I would have. No, it's niggas. I ain't. I'm lying, I'm flying, man. It's niggas I would have willingly took a bullet for, no questions asked. You know what I'm saying? I would have took a bullet for niggas that would have threw me under the motherfucking bus. That threw me under the bus that fucking quick, man. I would have been dead in my grave stiff, man, for all eternity, not knowing that the niggas that I sacrificed for didn't give a fuck about me. That's the part why I'm hardest on me. That's why I can never be misled again. Cause I woke up to that. I woke up to that shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? The only nigga you get in life you can be 100% about is you. Everybody else is 99% below. Most of the niggas don't even reach 99%. They barely reach 85%, 78. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be, if you find somebody that's 90 to 95%, man, that's good company. But the only motherfucker you can be 100% about is you at the end of the day. So having said that, you know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta be accountable for you. You gotta guide you. You gotta be your best fucking leader. Whether you're a part of a structure or not. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be your best leader. You can't lead nobody if you can't lead yourself, bro. How you gonna lead the cadre when you making dumbass decisions, man? Wake the fuck up. Learn something. Learn something, man. I got a I just got a fun fact assignment for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, and if you care to do it, man, leave a comment to this video. Answer to it. But I need to know what the difference between knowledge and intelligence is. Think about that and come back and let me know. You know what I'm saying? That's the question of the day. What's the difference between knowledge and intelligence? You know what I'm saying? And as that resonate with you, you know what I'm saying? Ask yourself, where are you at in that? Because there are two different things. It's levels to this shit. Which one come first? Knowledge or intelligence? What spectrum and what level does wisdom kick into that equation? Hmm. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Then I'll come back and I'll break it down for you afterwards. You know what I mean? But to my original point of this video, you know what I mean? As an Oakland native, as a Bay Area vanguard, you know what I'm saying? I take pride, man. Before I even go there, I want to say this. Throughout my journey of incarceration and just being on this earth period, throughout my days, I've ran some of my best friends on earth. Some of my best partners on earth are Crips and Bloods, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm part of that. I'm part of that bloody water culture, man. I fuck with my keyways and my down moves, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I done went to war alongside of some of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, ain't no pun intended by the topic that I'm talking about because even they know. Everybody from outside the Bay know what the Bay is on. They know why we saying what we saying. This ain't against them. You know what I'm saying? This about protecting our culture. You know what I'm saying? So having said that, as an Oakland native, I take absolute pride, man. You know what I'm saying, in the fact that we didn't allow gang banging, none of that, uh, to come out here, man. You know what I'm saying? I think we saved ourselves a problem, man. You know what I'm saying? We did some real forward thinking, man, before not even realizing how much that saved us less problem in this day and age. In this day and age today, imagine Oakland or the Bay Area with 415 Kumi, BGF, now Nutcase, NT, Baby Case, Northangos, MS13s, OJCs, the Asian Crew, the MOD, all all the factions that's out here. Imagine adding Crips and Bloods to that equation, especially in a small ass city like Oakland, how much more chaotic it would be. Can you imagine? Uh, what? I'm gonna tell you how I knew prior to getting locked up, we didn't even use the terminology gang in the Bay Area or Oakland. When we said gang, we was referring to them essays, you know what I'm saying, them agents. We didn't call ourselves gang members. We mob figures, man. It's macking and mobbing out here in the Bay. You know what I'm saying? They got fucking gang modules now in Oakland and in Santa Rita. What? They didn't have no fucking gang modules prior to 2002. No. It's been warfare going on in Oakland and in the Bay Area. I'm from the era of East Oakland versus West Oakland. That was a real beef, even for the youngsters. It's been warfare. It's been, I mean, come on, man. Oakland used to average about 120 murders a year in that small ass city of 400,000 people. You know what I'm saying? We average over 100 murders a year. Most of these niggas cities, they kick them. They don't even get. They barely get to 50. I'm not saying that to brag on it, but I'm just saying like it's been shit going on in Oakland, and they didn't have gang modules. No, when you got locked up, they wouldn't separate niggas. They put niggas in front of each other. Why you think them beefs ended? You don't end beefs by separating niggas. They over there, you over there. No, put niggas in front of each other. Yeah, they might fight it out. Some niggas might get their ass whooped, but that's just the game, nigga. That's just the full chain of nature, nigga. Put up or shut up. A lot of shit ended. A lot of shit ended, man. But now when we got that police chief that came from LA, he brought that LA way of style and dealing with shit to Oakland. That's when we started getting the gang modules and all that shit out there. Now they treat niggas from Turks like they gang members. Now you got niggas in Oakland calling themselves gang members. Nigga, you ain't no fucking gang members, nigga. We're not gang members. We mob out here, man. Now people say, well, really technically gang. I don't give a fuck what y'all definition is out there. One thing about the Bay, we ain't never went on y'all terminology. We ain't never went on y'all hype. We danced our own hype. We got our own language out here. We got our own definition. We got our own. Do our own thing, independent way. Period. We don't care about fuck y'all definition. We go by our own definition. Our code out here, that's not what we do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying. So I take pride in that. I do. I don't take pride in the violence. Not at all. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? I'm from that PAV movement. I'm from that promote all violence era. But now it's prevent violence that can be prevented. Only black people sitting here talking about no violence. You only hear from black people. You don't hear from no other race. You don't hear from the Arabs because they come over here from a world where where they getting nuked, RPGs, drones blowing up their whole fucking villages. See, by the time some of them 10 years old, they know how to make a motherfucking IED and break down a motherfucking AK and do all kind of shit. Shoot a motherfucking gun because that's the world they grew up in. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear from the white folks. I don't hear from. You can't hear from. You go on Facebook right now. You got white dudes on there promoting switches, man. Shit that'll get me and you locked up. They promote it. It ain't enough just to have 16 in a clip, nigga. They adding an extendo, nigga, with 18 extra bullets in that bitch. Who they promoting that shit to? They're not promoting it to them. Ain't no white boys hitting each other with switches. Who is talking about switches? Us. That's promotion to us. Mind you, now now where motherfuckers can get some kind of printer and start making guns. Yeah, but it's only a small handful of people doing that. Prior to that, you know what I'm saying? How the hell was we getting? How the hell was the hood full of niggas that don't own nothing? They don't own a damn thing, but yet they got all these guns. How did they get them? This is supposed to be the most secure country in the world, right? With all the technology, most advanced technological country on earth, right? As they promote it, let them tell it, right? Okay. So how all these broke people getting these weapons of self-destruction? not weapons of mass destruction. These are weapons of self-destruction. How are we getting all these weapons of self-destruction in our hood that ain't nobody else getting in theirs? Why is it only certain demographic? They don't have that much money, but they got guns and that money. They got guns and they got drugs. They got everything that make them die off. Huh? Come on now. It's time to wake up. I'm talking to us that's affected because I was one of them niggas. I come from that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not talking to you as some kind of, you know what I'm saying, nigga who don't know what the fuck they talking about. You know what I mean? All excuses in the world, man, is not gonna prevent you from being held accountable by these people, by these hypocrites who sit with robes on and who sit in that 12 box jury and judge you. All of them are sinful. All of them are flawed. They all made mistakes in their life, but yet they can judge you. Same motherfuckers who have voted son of a bitch like Trump in office. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's the same ones that sending niggas like me and you to jail. They can allow a 34-time felony man who thumb his nose at Congress and everything that we was taught was powerful. He said, "Fuck all y'all. I do what the fuck I want to do." You know what I'm saying? Invade a country, kidnap a president and his wife, a sovereign president and a wife, kidnap them, wage a personal war on Iran. You know what I'm saying? Kill an Ayatollah. You know what I'm saying? Do all kind of shit. This is a felon. But yet, if I got a gun, I'm getting locked up because I got one felon. I'm, I'm getting locked up. I'm getting years, man, for a gun. This nigga get to carry a football to get the nuke motherfuckers. The felon. Don't talk to me about no fucking. Don't talk to me about no. This same system. This is the same system. The same fucking system that has all that is the same system that allows that. I don't want to hear it. So I'm telling you, the only way to cope with this shit is self accountability, man. Police yourself, my nigga. Police your motherfucking self, man. Because I'm telling you, when you get caught up, ain't nobody being fair with you. Ain't nobody being fair with you, man, when you get caught up. Police your motherfucking self. Nigga, we got to re educate ourselves on what's gangster and what's not. We used to frown and laugh at, Yuck Mouth talk about this too. We used to laugh and frown at the niggas who, went to work. Call them nerds. In my opinion, them the realest niggas. Realest niggas take care of their family. They stand on business. They handle business, man. They take care of their necessities, man. They paying bills, man. You know what I'm saying? They owning shit, man. They owning shit. Not rent, they own it. They striving for it. They working for it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna always pay off taking shortcuts. I'm telling you, shortcuts go get you a shortcut to prison or to your grave, man. You know what I'm saying? Be willing, man, to put that work in, man, and work for yours, man. You know what I'm saying? For those of you that been in the streets, that hustle, have you noticed that the money that you spend all winter hustling, folk, hustling in the rain, folk, you know what I'm saying? Stayed up days and nights, folk. That money, you got that money, then you got that. Because we done all went on a lick and hit a lick and come up screen. You notice that the money that you gain from hitting a lick, that money blow way faster than that money that you just stood in the rain for. Why? Why is that? It's a value system that we don't even pay attention to. We value that money way faster than that because well, we hustle hard for that. So you're more responsible for that. You take care of that more. You know what I'm saying? So apply that to your everyday life. You know what I'm saying? You have that longer. You can have things longer if you learn your priorities. I'm talking to myself as I talk to you. I'm talking to me. I ain't just this ain't me just sitting here preaching to you. I'm talking to me too. Bro, it's time to wake the fuck up, youngsters. Cause ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for you, ain't nobody gonna pity you, man. I want y'all dudes, man. Have bigger aspirations, man, than dying before you 20, bro. Ain't nothing fly about being in that grave. You can't come back, my nigga. I guarantee you, all your niggas in the grave, man. will want to be here. All your niggas that's in a box, man. I'm telling you, I done had everything I wanted in the motherfucking cell, man. I was still miserable. I was still miserable as fuck, man. That shit do not, man. It do not, man, make you. Nah, nah, man. I'm telling you, you know, we gotta want more, man. We have to want more, man. Value your mothers, man. I lost. I'm telling you, it hit different, man, when your people start passing off on you, man. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't in a position to see them no more, that shit hit different, family. You know what I mean? I'm just giving y'all the best wisdom that I can give y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, for those of you that's tapping in, for those of you that will be tapping in, listening to this, man. You know, like, share, subscribe to your guy, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a lot more content coming up. You know what I'm saying? Soon, got more dope interviews coming up. You know what I mean? If it's anybody who you would like to see on the Ghost Regime Network podcast, you know what I'm saying? You know, drop me a comment. Let me know, man. I'll reach out to them. I'll let them know the people want to hear from them, man. And I'll try to get them on here, man. But, you know, if I'm gonna do this shit, I only know how to do it one way. It's the right way, man. I don't do no cloud chasing. I ain't trying to get nobody locked up. I don't want to see nobody subjugated, bro. I don't want to see nobody. So I ain't. So I'm not on it. I don't care who's snitching. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't about to get on a nigga head yourself, what the fuck you talking about it for? That's another topic. I'll touch on that another time. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to that snitch code, you know what I'm saying, that ain't even something to talk about. And I'm gonna break it down why on a whole nother topic. I'm gonna let that be a whole content topic by itself about that snitching shit. I'm gonna touch on that by itself, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let y'all know the ins and outs, why that ain't cool, and the responsibilities that comes with exposing the nigga and all that shit that they don't talk about. All this sitting over here, you way on the one side of the country, this nigga way on the other side of the country who you ain't never seen, but you know all this business talking about he snitching, they need trying to put batteries in niggas' backs. Nah, nigga. We gonna talk about that. That's gonna be a good topic for another day. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I got you covered on that. But on here, I'm not trying to get niggas locked up. I don't want to see nobody subjugated. You know what I'm saying? I mind the business that mind me. You know what I'm saying? And the people that you see on the Ghost Regime Network, my nigga, is people who are doing something in life progressive. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to go somewhere. I don't, I don't fuck with morons in real life, man. You said send a link. Oh, Calico tapped in. We go probably go for a little bit longer. Let me see. All right, I'm about to send it to you real quick. I'm about to send it to your phone, Calico. I just sent the link to your phone, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just sent the link to your phone. You know what I'm saying? I tell everybody here. You know what I mean? But you know, I had to give y'all some real spiel though, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had to give y'all some real holler though, man. I can't. If I'm gonna do this shit, I gotta do it right. I can't come fake with it. I can't come fake. I can't. I ain't coming to water down. None of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna do it right, do it once, man. You know, do this shit right, do it once. I'm tripping. I don't know how. Let's see. That is my. Yeah, so we waiting on Calico to pull up. Drop bro the link. If you ain't here, Calico, I your text. I texted. I sent it to your phone, bro. I sent it to your phone. Y'all get ready for that. Oh, ad. All right. What's up, my brethren, though,
What's
man?
going on
What's
with your
happening? What's
blind?
happening? What's happening, man? Dragons, Dragon
Man,
Gang, man.
man, one love, one mile, man. Hold on, let me cut this fan down right quick.
Hell yeah.
Motherfucker sounded like a damn jet plane.
Uh, yeah, I had to turn mine down too. Yeah,
It ain't as hot as it ain't as hot as it was, man.
it ain't as hot as it's going to get within the next month or so. This ain't shit.
Oh yeah, man.
This ain't shit. It ain't nearly as hot as it's going to get, man.
Oh yeah, man. You know, cold winters, hot summers, man. It's on the way.
Yeah. The topic, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had to go, man. I touched on, the post that I had did the reaction post that I had did on a brother who did the interview and was talking about why there ain't no Crips and Bloods in Oakland. You know what I mean? So I touched on that because I was getting kind of I was getting some negative pushback, not me personally, but the brother who I was doing a reaction to, because people were saying that he is glorifying he's glorifying the violence, how violent Oakland is. And I'm like, shit, I mean, tell me something the dude said that was wrong though. He wasn't lying. Oakland has always been violent as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But the point of the matter wasn't about the violence in Oakland. It's the fact that, you know, we are the region that pushed the line that did not allow anything to infiltrate our culture. You know what I'm saying? We're the first region and the only region to successfully say, "Not cripping and blood now here, man." From then to now,
I
you know
mean,
what I mean?
it simply boils down to, man. First and foremost, man, we've been preoccupied with our own politics. You know, and that dates back, well into the 50s, man. When the Great Migration came, man, and all them folks started moving from the South and moving out west. Uh, that's just kind of what it boils down to, man. We've been preoccupied with our own politics enough to not want to have to borrow anyone else's, and we stood on that, and we decided that we will maintain a region that doesn't accept that type of lifestyle, contrary to who may like or don't like it or respect it or not respect it. You know what I'm saying? You can choose to by force or by choice, but it is what we made it. I don't like to use "it is what it is" all the time when I know it could be "it is what we made it," and that's what it comes down to, man. You know,
Right.
it's not that other regions didn't borrow that, and I mean, A lot of regions, all the way from the West Coast to the East Coast, that march to that tune. We just march to a different song. That's all. And again,
Absolutely.
like I heard you saying earlier, man, that's not to, you know what I'm saying, shit on our brothers. You know
No.
what I'm saying? That's down south of in Southern California
Not,
where it originated.
at all.
That has
Not at
nothing to
all.
do with it. It's just simply stating that the same way that they take pride and what they do as far as their politics goes is the same way we take pride in what we do and what our politics chose. But
Period.
at the end of the day, contrary to us being on two different planets, we under the same umbrella. You know what I'm saying? Because once a LA nigga leave California, once a Bay nigga leave California, we're California niggas.
Especially in the feds.
You get what I'm saying? So, and then when you get behind them walls, I have nowhere near the experience that you have. But what I've been told is that behind them walls, it is times where that shit becomes secondary.
Yeah,
You feel me? I don't give
it
a
is.
fuck if you a Keyway. I don't give a fuck if you a Damu. I don't give a fuck if you from the east side, west side, north side, or south side. When that other side start to move
Traditionally,
in a certain
that's
direction, you gonna be African
that's a
first.
that's a traditional truth. It's not a literal truth all the time because even today, the, that's a whole other subject. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Traditionally, yeah. Traditionally, yeah. Traditionally, yeah.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? No,
But yeah, man,
but yeah,
that's how I always got it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with that being stated to remind those who have heard it before and to enlighten those who may ask that question. I mean, I got panels and sectors on the East Coast that, you know what I'm saying, I came into the game with on YouTube and started my YouTube journey just through my cousin who
right,
happened to be from the West Coast, I mean from the East Coast. So I came in on that side of the game. And
right,
one of the first topics on a predominantly East Coast platform was that some of the people on that platform just could not fathom, well, how is it that we got gang members out here in New York? And you mean to tell me that y'all right in LA's backyard and that shit don't exist? And I had to tell them like,
right.
nah, it don't. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the black community.
Well, you know what? See, and this the part that people was giving the pushback on because what the brother was talking about on the one I he pointed out the facts. It ain't just like we said, no, you don't want a Crip and blood out here. No, nigga. It wasn't that simple, nigga. Niggas wasn't respecting it. Niggas had to come up missing for that point to be understood. It was it was bloodshed behind this shit, man. That's what niggas that's what the
That is
brother was
true.
talking about. You know,
That
I
is
mean, no,
true.
that's the literal fact.
That's true. Right.
I'm just saying that, you know, you know, the part that y'all don't understand, you know what I'm saying? We didn't just say no, we don't want to do it. I mean, don't with black folks, there has really
It
been
ain't that
anything that
simple.
really worked. Yeah, they didn't have to have some kind of violence incorporated in it. You know what I'm saying? But enough to where it wouldn't cause no rank.
Right.
In the same way, we understand that we ain't about to go into their region and just do what the fuck we want to do. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't
Exactly.
coming down here doing what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's all it's about. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why we don't have that because we push the line on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not
What is
sometime, all the time. You can't go to we didn't just do it in Oakland. That's why I always make it clear. It ain't just
right.
Oakland. Oakland, this small ass city get the notoriety we get because we kick up a lot of dirt for a small ass city, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's not just it's the Bay. You can't go to the city. Why you think? And I ain't about to pour salt on nobody's wound. But why do you think Messi Marv got the problems he got now?
Right.
I projected this from the onset when I first heard about bruh going in that direction. I said that ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work long for him because
Yeah. What he did is
Oakland.
when he got from behind the walls, he tried to bring the politics with him.
Well, whether he was behind, I'm certain that he wasn't. I can be sure that he wasn't blood behind the walls. Not him. No, these city niggas, these Frisco niggas in here would have fucked Messi Marv up coming here talking about he had Eddie Street blood. These city
Hey,
niggas,
hey,
no, he wasn't
if
behind the
he
walls,
was
man.
doing it, but if he was doing it behind the walls, it wasn't in California.
No, yeah. And I went in California. That's some shit. That's some shit he got started with on the streets. That shit
Mhm,
promotion fucking with Mitchie Slick and all them niggas down there in Dago and shit like that. However you got put on, right? I'm just
mhm.
saying. I said it wouldn't go work and it wouldn't. It ain't so. It ain't just Oakland. It's Frisco, Vallejo, Richmond, anywhere. And all of these cities is different. Some of these
Yeah,
cities they don't even like each. We don't even like each other. Some of these cities in the Bay. But one thing we all have in common is that we push a hard line on that. So clearly, you know what I'm saying. The Bay is unified on the most. This the one thing we got right.
yeah. I
Calico.
mean,
I
mhm.
asked these people on a couple of occasions tonight. Can you imagine if Oakland in particular had Northangels, Serranos, now 415 Kumi, BGF,
Border Brothers.
Water Brothers, you know what I'm saying? MS-13 now. And you add Crips
Mhm.
and Bloods to that equation? Can you imagine, nigga, even the more problems we
Oh
have, nigga?
man, oh
Oh
man,
my lord.
it ain't enough
Oh,
room.
it ain't enough room.
It ain't enough room, man. And
I'm just saying, like,
as far as what you said about motherfuckers coming from out of town trying to come fire that shit up. It did happen a couple of times before they got the message that, hey, brother, this is our politics and we standing on it and we ain't adopting nothing else. And that kind of goes back to what I said when me and you and Keith was on the podcast the other night, man. It's damn near next to impossible to fight somebody in their own house. You know, it'd never be enough for y'all to ever come and switch that game up. You know what I'm saying? And I think like going into what you said, piggybacking off what you said about that has to be respected, is because you ain't gonna find no 30 acorn niggas in South Central saying we finna come smash on this spot, nigga. And this I don't give a fuck about what y'all doing in South Central, nigga. This is acorn right here. Like that ain't happening. Ain't no motherfucker in South Central finna allow that to happen. So why would they think anything? Right. Well, so they didn't they had to respect the same. We feel the same way. Like nigga, it ain't no way that we finna let y'all come bring that politics out here and flourish with that. It ain't just with Bloods and Crips. That's with motherfucking D's and VLs and all of the same. You know what I'm saying? We got our own politics. And that's just what it's always been. I'm more on the type of time that you said, my nigga. We come from the era, nigga, when it was East Oakland versus West Oakland, and nigga, North Oakland wasn't nothing but a place to go knock a square bitch. You know what I'm saying? Barring Bushrod and Ice City. I ain't gonna say that they wasn't on. They was always on.
nigga, the Bush, nigga, look, nigga, Ghost Town, nigga, we was at war, nigga, with Acorn and Bush Ride at the same time, nigga.
Man, come on.
Nigga, nigga, come on, my nigga, nigga, that ain't no small feat, nigga.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. Man,
You know what I'm saying?
imagine me being a nigga from Cyprus, nigga that got kicked out of Lowell and had to go to Foster. Hey, hey, nigga, Foster, nigga, them niggas absolutely didn't like no Cypress niggas, brother. That wasn't nothing but Ghost Town. That was Ghost Town niggas, Sycamore niggas, 2-4 niggas.
Hey, these niggas knew England, man. They don't remember Cypress, nigga, when Cypress looked like PJ Wash, the real Cypress Village,
The
before
real
the
Cypress. The
nigga, before
real
the
Cypress, man.
nigga, they don't
Hell
remember.
yeah. That's why I tell motherfuckers I'm a before the quake baby. You know what I'm saying? I go back to when nigga the lower bottoms was called the boonies.
Man,
You feel what I'm
we
saying?
go see
I
that's
go back to when
see
nigga the
that
murder dubs was called the rolling 20s, nigga.
gets some time, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, come on.
We go, man. See,
Hey,
certain.
you ain't never went to the buffet. They ain't never went to the buffet called Piper's.
And you got niggas that don't even you don't
Oh
know,
my
you know,
God, nigga,
village.
right around the corner from Mac, nigga. Oh my God.
Yeah, come on,
Oh
nigga.
my
You
nigga,
don't
right
remember
there on San
village?
Pablo, nigga.
They remember though, right in that
Motherfucking
bitch right
right,
there.
nigga.
And that was my granddad. Yeah, nigga, that, you
Man,
want to
come
find me?
on,
That's
man.
that. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Burrito Villa
But
was right down the street and across the street from old school MB's. Nigga. Hey, I remember that motherfucker used to be called MB's Market, nigga. EMBYS, nigga. hmm That's when they had the
yeah, back
John Burgers right
then,
there on the little split where the San Pablo and what's that, West? That,
the other one that was on 31st, and then right before Pablo and Marky split off right there. The other one, it's
yeah.
a you know, right across the street from the car wash.
hmm And I remember nigga right there on
That,
what's that West what's that that was I want to say Adeline and West Grant. That's when I used to have the what's the name right there, nigga, Pioneer Chicken.
yeah, right there in the lot. Yep,
Right across from Louis Lot and the AMPN.
right,
Yeah, hey,
exactly. Directly across the
pioneers,
street.
nigga. hmm
Directly across the street. That little ice cream parlor over there.
On
That,
some
them
damn near air. Come on.
all these.
And if you was really playing with a couple of dollars, nigga, you went all the way to the back of MB Mall to Mr. Z's, nigga.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what niggas was
yeah,
getting the blackmail sweaters at.
yeah. You really was.
I tell
Really.
niggas, man,
Yeah.
half of West Oakland niggas was born in Oakland, and the other half of West Oakland niggas was born in Berkeley at Alta Base.
All right. I was telling, hey, this is something else, right? And you can tell me because I know you know this, right? You know, because we was talking about niggas that's influenced by Pac, right?
hmm
I made this point a couple times. Like a lot of these niggas, these Pac fans, nigga, don't even understand like music. And he,
It's way too different.
I'm talking about, was it like it was just like Pac, Pac was a lot. It's something about the movement of this. I'm talking about, nigga. I don't know, man. I don't even know how to describe it, bro. When Pac was alive, nigga, it was a whole different.
It was an energy.
it
It was
was
an energy. The
different.
only way that you can
Yeah,
explain it is to simply say you had to be there. You know, if you
you
wasn't
had to be
there,
there.
it ain't really too much of no way that it can be put into words other than to say not just his music, but that whole time right there, that his music was captured the captured the zeitgeist of that time. Meaning that
I'm gonna tell you,
go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you similar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, say what you want to say about the nigga. For I don't know the nigga, but I just know I was a that nigga, bro, had that same kind of energy. talking about this his tradition though. You know what I'm saying? Pac was a tradition nigga because he come from his culture.
Right.
That nigga going to the hood nigga with a fucking suitcase full of money nigga and handed out bands nigga to every nigga real life.
I'm gonna say this.
And he was talking about doing it before he got the money. That's the realest thing about it. Most niggas talk about it, but when they get it, nigga, they get whole different things. You know what I'm saying? That's what I respect about it.
Right. Like with me, Pac fits in this certain framework of like I can pull four artists off the top of my head that fit into this same lane. It's Pac, and then the other ones I'm gonna just say a piece of it, and I'm gonna let you name them. Hey, yo, Chuck, yo, bust a power move on them.
Uh, 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 uh,
One Love, who
Public
said it?
Enemy.
I know who Demi said it. Yep. Public Enemy, Pac. Yeah, this is a dope jam. Okay, so you got Pac, you got Public Enemy. Let's keep going. Van Glorious. This is protected by the red, the black, sissy, X Clan,
uh, X Clan, yup.
X Clan.
Yeah,
So
that
you
nigga
got
went the hex.
Pac,
I didn't expect
Public
him to go
Enemy,
in.
X Clan,
That nigga
and then
went.
I saved the best for last. Sujata Lahuru and Assalamu alaikum to the degree of the creator's master plans. All praises forever due to God and Allah, Master Wallace, D. Farad, Muhammad, through the works of the Most Honorable. Come on, I know you know.
Man, that's a story, man. Come
Come
on,
on,
man. That's
man.
Ricky Murdoch.
That's Ricky
But I'm gonna
Murdoch,
say,
right?
nah, I think Ricky Murdoch, man. I think Scary, man, is underappreciated, man.
Very.
Whole line of his own. That
Well,
nigga
no,
in a
no, no, no.
whole lane.
The reason why I
Nobody.
put them all in that pocket, the reason why I put them all in that pocket, because for one, they spoke revolutionary, and two, they made me dig deeper in what it is for what we are collectively, wholly, historically, what we are. Nigga, it's good to experience and learn about other things and other cultures, but nigga, know about yourself as well. And not only from the standpoint of something to be proud of, but also from the standpoint of nigga, something that we'll stand on business and defend wholeheartedly. And nigga, we do not believe in getting pushed off a cliff without grabbing your motherfucking shirt.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying? So that's
Right.
what I got. Like the same kind of stand on 10 toes that I got from Ascari X is the same kind of stand on 10 toes that I got from Pac. Absolutely motherfucking fearless.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
Period.
The intelligence
Period.
side of the intelligence side of the game is what I gravitated to when it came to Chuck D and when it came to Brother J from X Clan. You know,
Period.
so I think
Period.
those four right there shaped not only my awareness of my blackness, but also what it means. Like Seagram said, nigga, my only protection against offense is defense, and my motherfucking defense
Pulling
will become my
got my
offense. You know what
Colorado
I'm saying?
down this bottle. This bottle. That nigga C was
Geneva,
different, man.
Colorado, handle my business is my motto. Oakland Desperado, hitting it big like the lotto. You know what I'm saying? Sieg
You
is another one.
feel me?
Sieg is another one. Sieg just where he wasn't revolutionary. That nigga was just straight East Oakland.
That, that, that nigga was just street nigga. That nigga was just man.
You know, but yeah, man. I don't know if you heard that song,
So
Mike. I don't know if you heard that song, but man, it damn near made me shed a tear when I listened to Mr. Fab go and find a Scary X and put him on that track for that song Problems and Solutions.
I check that out.
Oh man, this is Fab like you never heard Fab before. I said, God damn it, the spirit of Pac and motherfucking Ascari done jumped in this man. Oh, he did it.
Shit, I'm about to, when I get off here, I gotta go listen. I gotta check that out.
Oh
Hey,
man.
look, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Fab jumped. Fab is in my top six all time, man. I'm just saying, like, literally, honestly, I feel like on this niggas probably just in the industry period, bro. Because this nigga, uh,
Fab,
Fab hard with
I've always
Fab.
I've always respected Fab's pen game, always respected his freestyle game. But what I'm most proud of and what I most respect about Fab, and this is not to take anything away from his talent as an MC at all, but I respect more the shit that he does in the community, man.
His business.
You know what I'm saying? And again, that's not to take away from his rap shit, but nigga, what he do in
No,
the community is amazing.
no, you can't. You can't. It wouldn't. It wouldn't. I mean, you can't separate one from the other, man. One gave, one created a stepping stone, bro. Period. Like
Man,
they go hand in hand with each other, man. You know what I'm
they
saying? The
definitely
era
go
way
hand
though,
in
like
hand.
he started it.
They
Yeah.
definitely
You
go
know what I'm
hand in
saying?
hand. And if he ain't said it and ain't nobody ever said it, nigga, I'ma say it, nigga. Fab for the Oakland mayor. Fab for the Oakland mayor. And I don't want to hear nobody say he's a rapper. Nigga,
We
motherfucking
can, we, we
Ronald
can get
Reagan was an actor.
look, look, on a Schwarzenegger. We can get, you know what I'm saying? Donald Trump,
Motherfucking right.
he acting.
Motherfucker.
You know what I'm
That
saying? He's
nigga acting
acting,
like he
nigga,
innocent.
straight up. Yeah, the biggest
You
acting
know?
person that tricked Trump on people that he was a good dude.
Hey, but you know what, man? I like I'm real heavy on philosophies, right, and things of that nature. And it was a cat who used to always have these different philosophies, man. Oh goddamn, Mark Twain. Mark Twain, right? Had a
Yeah,
lot of different philosophies, and one of his coldest philosophies that definitely rings true more so than any time in history. It rings and rings true like a motherfucker today. Is when he said it's easier to lie to somebody than it is to convince them that they've been lied to. Yeah, are we not living in
that's
them
true.
days? They can,
Absolutely,
man, they can hear a
absolutely.
motherfucker say out of his own mouth, "Nigga, I'll sexually assault this woman and grab her by a pussy and
No, you
nigga, I'll
won't. No,
shoot."
you won't, man. You ain't that brazy, man. You won't, man. You just trolling, man. You just trying to get
That
you just clout chasing.
man, come on, they'll make up every motherfucking excuse in the world, but the fact is, the matter is, he did say that, and come on, not only did he say it, he been held criminally liable for doing it against E.G. and Carroll. So I mean, it's a whole
34
bunch of
times.
shit,
It's like
right?
I say, 34 felonies, nigga. Look, I'm told, nigga, I gotta go through ones before I can even own a gun or vote. But yet this nigga get to have 34 felonies. He get to hold the football. If I get caught with a gun, I can get 15 to 20 years for that or whatnot. But this nigga get to hold the football that can knock the half of the world off the fucking map. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You don't
Brother,
hold no credibility.
you said 34 felonies. That means this nigga got 31 more felonies than it would take for a motherfucker to get locked up for 25 years to life. This nigga got 31 more than that. Oh my goodness.
Hey, hey, Calico, because
Hmm.
I totally know when I give the people a commitment, I gotta follow through on it, right? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But for this topic, especially, I want my brother to be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to do a on about all this these internet niggas here, 1090 Jakes and shit. What way on the other side of the world talking about nigga who telling that they don't talk about. It's they don't tell you about. It's responsibility that comes with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mike,
I want to put that down to the people so they can see, they can be able to identify these capers, man, who, you know what I'm saying? It's weird. Why is this nigga always talking about everybody telling this, that, and the third, but he ain't never doing nothing?
Mike, you can, to be
We
honest
gotta
with you,
start
brother,
asking.
you can remove and erase every nigga that ever got online and start talking about a nigga and exposing a nigga. And I would still tell you this. I hate to be the nigga to tell you, but the snitch culture is alive and well, and the anti-snitch code is dead and gone. And I'm gonna tell you why. If if
I know that already. I know that.
if
I know
if
that.
if nobody got online and start exposing these niggas and telling on these niggas, right? They it would still be all fucked up because the new way of thinking with these niggas is they'll do it to themselves.
No, you know everything you saying. It
They'll
ain't no
do it
buts
to
to it.
themselves. They
And,
don't need
saying
nobody to tell them.
it ain't no what you're saying. Everything you're saying is factual. What I'm getting at, what my intent is pointing out the other side to it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, since we want to talk about the truths of matters, since we want to go, I'm just saying like you call somebody that, you know what I'm saying? Like let's say you come to the line, you hit a line, right? You see old, you see old, you see old John there, right? You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Over there, nigga telling or you gonna tell a company, you know what they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get back to they you tell the wrong day, they'll tell you, okay, what you want. Some gotta get done at that point. If it's true, it's gonna be an expose on the nigga you talking about. It's gonna be an investigation on the nigga. If it's true, that's gonna be your responsibility. And no nigga, you gotta get your hands dirty, right? It's gonna
Hmm.
be a responsibility for you. It's gonna be a responsibility for that nigga. His job is gonna be to defend for his life, either prove that he ain't snitching. You know what I'm saying? Which you know what I'm saying? It's shit that comes along with that. They take pride in themselves in their honor. Try to put a jacket on me, man. I'm too finished. You know what I'm saying? I spend honor, man. Like I don't take mine for cheap. I don't play like
Right.
the snitching the bitch words two words you don't use. I'm just saying like people gotta understand that it ain't it's much more to this shit than just reckless jaw jacking about somebody's business. You know what I'm saying? Now if you put a that was like double for you. You definitely had to go. That was definitely was a death sentence for you. I ain't talking about a beat up sentence. That was a death sentence, nigga. You
Right.
put out face. You put a false jacket on the nigga. Oh no, you was going.
And
And
see
so
that
a lot. Go
that
ahead.
that right there was the beginning of the end of the way of how it used to be. See what ended up
Yeah.
happening is that the game got one-sided, meaning that
Yeah.
the motherfucker that got accused of working with them folks was held accountable immediately in the most drastic in the most harsh way, right? But the game started to lose and started to unravel when the motherfuckers who was doing the accusing, if found out to not be true, wasn't being held accountable. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That was the beginning of the end.
Right.
Because it was a time
Right.
to where if you pointed a finger at a motherfucker and said, hey, bro ain't cool, and it came back that he was, you got a problem now.
Period. Double.
That don't
Double.
exist no more. So what ended up happening when motherfuckers started looking at the game, because it is some niggas that went through that, who got jackets threw on them, and then after a motherfucker then weathered the storm and fought it out and found out, yeah, okay, damn, dude wasn't bad. He didn't go bad. Okay, well now what's gonna happen with the motherfuckers that started that shit?
Right. Right. Right.
Nigga scapegoat was, oh well, yeah, I guess the nigga who he said that he did that to, he gonna have to see him about something, but I ain't got nothing to do with that. Well, nigga, you didn't have nothing to do with the nigga that he got accused of telling on, but you was ready to smash on that nigga too.
My thing to that is that because this is not one of those channels where we're talking about, you know, I'm anti-incarceration. I ain't trying to get. I'm not an internet. I'm not a detective.
Right,
You know what I mean? And I'm I come from that PAV code promote all violence if possible.
right,
You know what I'm saying? You know,
right. That
and
just
but
that just
it's
come from
things.
that just come from
It's
growth,
that.
man.
Yeah, exactly. It's things that you have. It's things that you have to do to shit. For one, you have to learn respect.
Right,
Respect. You got to respect yourself enough to mind the business that mind you. You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Come
You
on,
know,
man.
and
Yeah, but unfortunately, man, it's a virus. It's a virus, man, and that shit spreads not only through our community, but through communities as a whole, bro. To where motherfuckers do not
this is why.
understand the best 10 words, the best 10 words you can ever say, or the best 10 words you can ever hear that'll save your motherfucking life is keep your motherfucking mouth closed and mind your motherfucking business and keep your mouth closed. That's it.
And I was
Hmm.
rehashing that today. You have trends now. Don't nobody, you know, 100%.
All day.
You know what I'm saying? You know, for adults, especially for adults, there are no victims. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody chooses to get on here. You know what I
Right,
mean? So when it comes to the trends and the things that may influence you or may not, there are influences all over. I'm considered an influencer. You're considered an influencer. We're influencers.
right,
We're influenced just by virtue of who we are, right? You know what I'm
right.
saying? You know, um, there's accountability. I want to wake people
Right.
up. Fuck blaming. I mean, your daddy and Tupac and everybody, man, for the fucked up shit you did in life. How about pointing them fingers inward, man? Almost self accountable and handling your business. You know what I'm saying? Then shit become odious to you, man. It start to stink to you when it's around you. You know what I'm saying? You go from a nigga now, when a nigga come around you gossiping, you looking at him like he stink, nigga. It's because you hate.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's a fact.
that's gonna be my punchline. It's self accountability, man. Stop blaming everybody for your fuck ups and start pointing them arrows inward, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's cool. It's cool to be a part of the mob. But one thing, the mob, at least the mob that I grew up in the Bay, you know what I'm saying? We soldiers or they gonna breed. The difference between a soldier and a warrior is that a soldier take orders and a warrior act on his own. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? A warrior don't need to be told what to do. You know what I'm saying? A warrior can lead, he's the leader of himself, even when he's a part of a legion. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The Bay Area is a legion of
Right.
individuals.
You,
Sort of cult like mentality
right.
is different. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
That's the
I'm gonna
part.
tell you how it was kicked to me, Mike. It was kicked to me like this. Like I said, man, I've always been intrigued by different philosophies, right? So the way that
Right.
was ran down as far as self accountability, how it was ran down to me, it was like, nigga, imagine a table in front of you, and on that table lies a hammer, right? You can pick that hammer up, and you can either choose to build with it or you can choose to destroy with it. But that choice is ultimately left up to you. You know, can't nobody else pick the hammer up and do it for you. You got to pick that hammer up, and you're gonna either choose to either build with that motherfucker or you're gonna choose to destroy with that motherfucker. One or the other, man.
100%. 100%.
You know?
Need more of that. There's too many.
Mhm. You breaking up, Mike? You in the blender? You underwater?
Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. I don't
Okay,
know
there
what
you
happened,
go.
man.
You
I
good
said
now?
I don't know how people get anywhere in life when when the ocean.
Right. Right.
I suffered. I did lost a lot.
Breaking up. You breaking up. You breaking up heavy, Mike. You transforming right now. Well, you sound like a constructicon right now.
I don't know what that is.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, you better now.
That's just That's just the government, man. Whenever you get to talking sense to these
You know, you know, we know.
rest of these niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, my objective is to have a man. It make no sense for me being on this motherfucker doing anything if I ain't on purpose, man. You know, we got enough the same ass type niggas. You got a segment of niggas that's all the same. They ain't talking about nothing but the same. You know what I'm saying?
In the way
My
ass
job is
niggas.
to give you that no glory to this shit. No glory. Like I said, I didn't have every one of these circumstances and I was still miserable. Lost. You know what I'm saying? Lost is a bunch of fucking losing. You know what I'm saying? You know, so to where I'm at, you heard this heavy responsibility.
Man, that's a fact.
Stay true to those, stay true to you, and understand something.
Hmm.
I'm, you know what I'm saying? And my, it's just
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, man, life. I'll put it to you like this: if we had it our way, if a nigga could be Doctor Xavier, everything could be better. Cause I know exactly who to stay away from. You know, but
wait.
even though I'm not Professor X and I can't read a motherfucker's mind, what I can at least say is that being born in certain areas and in a certain era gives you a heightened awareness on when those cues come up. Like a motherfucker will show and display certain shit about their character that a square ain't gonna pick up on. But for a motherfucker that's used to being around deception, for a motherfucker that's used to being around motherfuckers who do snake shit, it heightens your awareness more than the average motherfucker who may have not been around that type of environment. You know, so that's a blessing. You know, it's a blessing through trauma. Mhm. Hell yeah. You breaking up heavy, Mike.
they had leaderships to begin with. You know, talk with them. That's why. You know how we was. You know how we was Calico. You know what I'm saying, nigga. Like
Yeah.
nigga, you ain't nigga. You better nigga. You nigga. Period.
See, the thing is, man, the wolves is always gonna be the wolves are always gonna be able to smell the sheep because the sheep don't smell like the wolf, right? And I can only be glad that I was never a sheep. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of being a prey animal, or in the sense of being a follower like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always follow logic and common sense. That's what I'm gonna follow. Anything else is full of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was blessed to be able to just escape a situation by not getting in the car and going that day. You know what I'm saying? And seeing the outcome of what happened because I decided to march to my own beat. And at any other time and times before, I got in that car. But it was just something about that time. And I said to myself, that was God looking out for me, saying, motherfucker, I'm gonna give you one chance. I'm gonna give you one motherfucking chance, and you better pay attention to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's damn near like survivor's guilt because it's hard to enjoy your freedom when the ones that you love and the motherfuckers from your community can't enjoy it too.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's hard to come on here and have these conversations with you because nigga, we need to be having them at the domino table. You get what I'm saying? But I do rejoice in the fact that where you at ain't gonna be long. That ain't gonna be much longer. So I rejoice in that. You know what I'm saying? Nevertheless, it hurts. And this is something that they will never understand. And I'm gonna tell you how they'll never understand. I said this a couple of days ago, and I've never heard nobody say this before. So when I came up with this question, I looked at myself like, God damn, that was sharp. So I'm gonna pose that same question. The reason why these motherfuckers will never understand, if you want the understanding of what you can't understand, I'll ask you this question. Have any time in the history of America, have you ever seen a white man on trial where he was fighting for his life and to be judged by a jury of his peers? And that jury was all black with a black judge.
Mm.
Have you ever seen that in the history of America? Because I can tell you a time that I seen an all white jury for a black person, but you can't tell me no motherfucking time in history. And if I'm wrong, correct me, please. There's
I
no
never even.
time in history. You won't see that shit. The only place you're gonna see that shit is in your dreams. So this is just but one of the things that when we say y'all over there will never understand, is because we're not speaking from a place of deception or lying. We're speaking from a place of motherfucking truth. And I challenge you to go through any kind of history, archives, motherfucking dig back as far as you want and prove me wrong. Show me a time when there was a white man sitting on a motherfucking trial fighting for his life, and it was a jury of all black people with a black judge.
You can. I mean, it can be avoided. You know what I'm saying? Do this shit and learn. See, in the 33 strategies of war, you know what I'm saying? Robert Greene talk about. He called it standing on the shoulders of giants, man. You know what I'm saying? When you learn from the
Right.
lessons of those who came before you. You know what I'm saying? When you can experience, man, and not ever go through this shit, man. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? I'm here to see. We got a lot of niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to see Freeway and all them. I'm glad to see all them brother guys. You know what I'm saying? You know what I
right.
mean?
But
I
see,
be,
your
you know what I
experience,
mean? But
Mike.
I'm saying the unique thing about mine and why I do it because I want people to see the reality of what I'm on now.
Right.
How you
But, but
there?
see,
How
your
you
per
had a how that? Huh?
but see, your experience is one of personal and individual, but yet still so many are in a position of yours that you're speaking for more than you behind there. What frustrates me is your experience is our experience. What Mike is explaining to you people is not only something that Mike is experiencing. That's something that the family that miss him is experiencing. He ain't going to jail by himself because the same way that he don't see them, they don't see him neither. So it affects all sides, but it's ours. It's our experience. Why is it that we always have to associate us with struggle, with striving, with overcoming obstacles? When the fuck is the day besides after death that we get to dance in the sun? And it's
One
gonna
thing I can
take
say we
all
work
of us.
for it.
It's gonna take all of us to get to that to get to the answer to that question. From the YNs to the OGs, from the straight niggas to the crooked niggas, from the slimy motherfuckers to the bougie motherfuckers, from the revolutionaries to the motherfucking Uncle Toms.
I mean, the notion that real unadulterated
Right.
ugly truth. I'm a fan of the ugly truth, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the ugly truth of the matter is that since our inception, there's never been any such thing as Pan Africanism.
Right.
You see, you got you know what I'm saying, Cushites against the upper and lower Egypt and so on and so ruler of Sungay. You know what I'm saying? The war against, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always been tribal warfare, period.
Right. I get that.
Yeah, you saying you go to China. China is prolific for their history of warfare within all the dynasties that existed
Right.
within China. And no race is exempt from it. But
I'm not
what
saying that.
Calico was talking about is common causes. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
The things that we can build on as an idea. But I'm saying in order to get there, you know what I'm saying? It's a process. This shit is a process. I'm saying it's not. If it was that easy to do, then it would have been done. This shit is a process. Fear the process, or they too lazy for the process. They too lazy to be patient with themselves. You know what I'm saying? They not, and I had to change or die. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Period. You know what I mean? Because I was mad. My blood pressure through the roof. So I'm almost about to have a stroke because I was literally about to die, bro. I was
Right.
for real, no bullshit, bro. This shit almost killed me, bro, because I turned everything.
Mm-hmm.
My Not realizing that I'm feeling like I'm mad at the world, but I wasn't mad at the world. Not even realize that my own worst enemy. That's when I got better. When I became the nigga that y'all, everybody will say they love me today.
Mhm.
my, my own worst enemy and those changes that working. Too lazy for that process. You think, oh yeah, I ain't that bad. One of my biggest gifts and curse in life. I don't make many. That's probably my
Right,
problem.
right,
You know what I'm saying? But I won't start nothing with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just me. You know, so I don't have many enemies. But when it comes to my niggas, I'm there for them. I'm there.
yeah,
You didn't even have to ask. Let me hear Calico here. Is that nigga got knocked down? You might learn later why he got knocked down. Respect my folks around me. That's how I was bred. You know what I'm saying?
right, right. No, that's a
And
fact,
I
man.
realized that, like I said earlier before you pulled up Calico, I had to feed these people with this hard truth that there were
Mhm.
times where I can literally be dead right now in a fucking box, gone, dead to the world. None of y'all know me. Dead in the box, not even this man wouldn't even sacrifice a motherfucking thing for me, bro. I love niggas that didn't love me nearly the way I love them. Period.
Right, right.
I kept asking, so yeah, how can you know what I'm saying? Then once I got to making them change, you know what I'm saying? I was like a baby snake. You know how they say baby snakes can't control their venom. You know what I'm
At
saying?
all.
You know,
Mhm.
a lot of niggas are. A lot of them watch this content. You know what I'm saying? They
Mhm.
500 views, million people know of me. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So if I'm lying, flying, call me a liar. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying I could have to. You know what I'm saying? In order for to give myself space to get better. You know what I'm saying? So that, you know what I'm saying? That's why I
That's
mean,
a fact.
I put that work in. I continue to put that work in. This shit is a process, bro. It ain't gonna happen overnight. Anything that's worthwhile ain't gonna happen overnight. You gotta
Not
be
at all.
willing to, you know,
Not at
in
all.
order to get there. Come out for 10 years. We be on Yakima platform all the time, bro. We sit and watch that dude life unfold
Mhm.
growth and development. I'm saying how these OGs in here who I run across on the yard, man, line with my field. They saw how wild it was. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. That's a fact.
Like the nigga was back then, them two different niggas. You know, you come a long way, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know how good they feel, nigga. Like, nigga, because I'm that way, because I put that work in. But I went
Mhm.
through hell in these last 20. I got a huge family, bro. I'm
Mhm.
talking about on side of the family. It's like it's a lot. The rest is just siblings. And
And
cousins.
that's the part they don't be understanding, man. That's the part that
Yeah, shit.
they don't glorify. If you're gonna glorify something, nigga, glorify that to use that as a deterrent. And that's the shit that motherfuckers don't want to accept. But I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna leave this for food for thought. For especially, this is especially for my YNs. I'm gonna leave this as some food for thought before I get up out of here because I got to scram for a minute, Mike. I'll say this to y'all. What Mike said about being able to be on the same accord. You know, and regard, we don't have to hug each other and love each other to the point of nigga, I gotta call you every day or come to your barbecues and your baby showers and all that shit. But at least have the common decorum within each other as a community to be able to know how to think on that same level collectively. And I'll give you an example of how it can be done and how you can overcome that form of tribalism. Yes, it's always been wars amongst people in their own countries where they come from. But I'll tell you this in America, the Ku Klux Klan, there are Irishmen in the Ku Klux Klan. There are Frenchmen in the Ku Klux Klan. There are Englishmen in the Ku Klux Klan. There are Russians in the Ku Klux Klan. There are Germans in the Ku Klux Klan. These are all different countries from Germany to motherfucking France that all warred with each other. But yet and still, collectively as a people, as Europeans, they understood what it was to maximize their not only survivability in this country, but also their comfortability in this country. And if we do not be on that same level of knowing how to say, even though I may not like you, I love you. And even if I don't love you, I still know how to march in the same direction because this shit is bigger than me. If you want
If I don't love,
the,
if I don't love you, I respect you.
you gotta respect the game. I ask young niggas this question. Would you kill yourself? Would you be willing to die in order to save the world? And if you answer that question wrong, get the fuck from around me. Would you sacrifice
A fun
yourself to
fact
save the
to say,
world, man?
I want to add a fun. The name is in the attire that the Ku Klux Klan is wearing was stolen from the very people they claim to hate. Was stolen from black people.
Hmm,
Think I'm lying? I'm gonna get
look
the
it up.
receipts for y'all. I'm gonna get the receipts. And you can do it. Google the historic origins of the Ku Klux Klan and their and they didn't invent that. No, you know what I'm saying. So why they created something? They been the white man been so like
Just remember that in the days of the slave trade, how they did the Irish, how they fucked them over, how they fucked over the Italians, how they fucked over the European and the English and the Dutch fucked over every other white race that came into this country once they got here until they start saying to themselves, once they released these black motherfuckers and said they wasn't slaves no more, we got to move on the same accord. I know we came from opposite countries. Hmm. Don't let that go over your head. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. In this country. But you want me to tell you the crazy shit? Them it being slavery in this country and still America's denial to fully be held accountable for that and address that situation is because to be a slave master means that you are the king over another man, and the same people that escaped the country that they were from running to not have to be a subject to a king to only come to here and kill and infestate and rape all of the resources from this country and make themselves kings over other men. Uh,
That's the surface shit, man. You gotta trust me.
man,
Me and
come
this
on,
brother
man.
right here, man,
Look,
like
man,
this
I'm on
man
the
is
way,
special,
man. I just touched down, Mike, so I'm finna
man.
damn near. I'm gonna probably fire that podcast up tomorrow for the first time. I might go live. I'm gonna keep you posted. I was gonna do it Monday, but I had some shit that was some little residuals left over from the Father's Day shit, so I had, you know. Oh yeah,
Hey, man, we do what we do, man. I appreciate the pull up, the contribution. Let the people know how they can get in touch with you, Calico.
man, you can get in touch with me at the TOTFC podcast. That's TOTFC podcast, which stands for Top of the Food Chain. Apex motherfucking predators. We're prey to nothing. We are predator to everything and prey to nothing, which means that we are at the top of the food chain. TOTFC podcast, top of the food chain. Man, show y'all hey, within these next couple of days, I'm definitely finna go live for the first time for the inaugural launch of the new podcast. So make sure that y'all in attendance. I'm gonna make sure that I pull out post some flyers of when exactly the day and when exactly the time is gonna be. Make sure y'all go tap in, man. Subscribe to your motherfucking God, man. You know what I'm saying? All motherfucking praises due to my brethren, Mike motherfucking Ascari, man. Free him sooner, not motherfucking later. One mob, man. Hey, man, and it don't cost y'all nothing to hit that motherfucking button. Make sure y'all tap on that like button, huh? No doubt.
Bro,
One mob.
appreciate you, man. One mind, man. You know what I mean? It's me, man. Again, everybody this, man. Hope you got some out of it, man. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't, I need to know that. If you did, I need to know that. And don't forget my question to y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What is the difference between knowledge and intelligence? You know what I'm saying? If you got that part right, maybe you'll be able to slide in the answer to the next part. No, where does wisdom creep in that equation? You know, I break it down. Meantime, between salutations, may God